So last week I taped a special, which was very cool and very exciting. It was my first time ever doing that. But I've been panicking about what comes next. Because what happens now is I have to throw out all of that material that took me 13 years to write and hone. And like, there's a bunch of jokes, obviously, that I've written over the years that I didn't use. Some of them are still good. Some of them I just didn't tell because they don't really feel like me, whatever. So at some point, I will go back through my old notebooks and as I'm trying to rebuild a new hour. But I also wanted to challenge myself to write one joke every day for a year and see what happens. The rules that I'm giving myself are they don't have to be stand up. They don't have to be in my voice. They can be dad jokes, they can be puns. I'm gonna try to stay away from topical stuff or like things that I don't think will like still be usable at all in a year. Not that I think most of this will be usable. I think most of this is going to be garbage. But the only real parameter I'm putting on myself is like no memes. So like, like when everybody was doing like their Tim Walls, like Tim Walls is whatever, like your ideal dad. I'm not going to do that. So that's what we're going to try to do. One joke every day for a year. So day one, which I put on a post-it note and just realized I wrote on the wrong side, is this. Getting rained on while at the beach is like watching two of my friends unexpectedly make out. Yes, I wanted to get wet, but not like this. I wrote this morning. I came up with it because I went to the beach twice this week and both times it rained. And I was so annoyed and trying to figure out why I was annoyed because I was like, well, I'm wet either way. Like, who cares? Would I try this on stage? I did try it on stage tonight. It was fine. I think like the analogy type jokes of like this is like that, there's only a limited number of times you can really do that. And it's kind of like a hack. Not hack as in like this is hacky, but it's like a cheat. So yeah, I would put this in, but only if I have a lot more jokes about going to the beach. Which is something I want to think about. Like when I was walking home from the show tonight, I started thinking about like just going a little deeper of like, why is it that I was so annoyed getting wet from the sky and not from the ocean? And I think it's like it's a control thing. Like I want to get wet when I say I'm wet. That's something I'll think about a little bit more. It was just there's probably a better analogy also of like than like two of my friends unexpectedly making out. I don't know if that's relatable to people either, if that's a thing that bothers people, but here it is. That's the first joke. That's day one. I'm going to try to do this every day. Yeah, I'm going to put it on my wall. The wrong way because I wrote it that way. Let's do it that way. All right. See you tomorrow.